Meet the Wiko U FEEL smartphone family. Every one of them features a premium design with the right technology at the right price. Find out more at my-en.wikomobile.com. It is difficult to categorize a smartphone these days. Features such as a metal unibody, multi-core processors, and huge amount of RAM seem so typical these days on smartphones of all ranges. In the case of this particular smartphone that we have right here, you can call it either an entry-level flagship or an extremely capable mid-range smartphone. This is the Wiko U FEEL Prime, the best Wiko smartphone ever made and probably one of the best devices that made it to my list of smartphones that cost 1,000 ringgit. Yep, I've actually mentioned that a couple of times on a number of phones, but if you want to see a video about that, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll do one video for you guys to tell you which are the best smartphones that cost below 1,000 ringgit. I'm Warren for KLGadgetTV and this is my review of the Wiko U FEEL Prime. To be honest, Wiko has tried really hard to tell everyone that they want to be a game changer in the industry. I tend to get that message in its branding efforts. However, its product design feels barely different and unique to be the game changer in the competition. The U FEEL Prime looks like a brainchild of Xiaomi with some design elements of Samsung and HTC. Despite of that, I love the overall aesthetic. The U FEEL Prime is a fairly sleek device that fits comfortably into any hand, all thanks to its rounded corners. It has a great screen-to-body ratio that makes it possible to reach all corners of the screen estate with a single hand. The phone's metal body feels really nice, but I seriously don't get why the phone's antenna lines has to be so crudely designed. The camera bumps is also rather unnecessary considering the fact that it doesn't come with any special hardware. The home button in particular is probably the most interesting hardware of this product. It is both a physical and capacitive button that also serves as a fingerprint scanner. So let's say if you don't want to use the software keys on the phone, it serves as the back and multitasking key on one same button, saving the need to remap or remember capacitive keys like we used to do on other smartphones. Wiko isn't really a smartphone company that likes to boast on specs, and that's actually a good thing, because even though the U FEEL Prime works pretty well as my daily driver, it is not going to top the charts of benchmarks when it comes to specs. The phone has a Snapdragon 430 octa-core processor, 4GB of RAM, 32GB of storage capacity with microSD expansion, a beautiful 5-inch Full HD display, and a 3000 mAh battery. The U FEEL Prime comes preloaded with the company's launcher based on Android Marshmallow. It is a little clunky and isn't as functional as other launchers. However, I find the Smart Left page particularly useful when I want to access my recent communication activities. It categorizes by apps so that you don't need to look for the app and contact all over again. The Smart Left page is also a pretty good news reader, where it gets its source from News Republic. Other notable software features of the U FEEL Prime includes locking your apps and files with the fingerprint scanner, which actually works pretty well. Throughout my review period with the phone, I have been actively using Action Launcher 3, a very functional stock Android launcher that can be downloaded from the Play Store for free. The phone has been very functional, even though it doesn't have an appealing spec sheet. There's very minimal lag across the user experience, and the phone is rather capable of handling games, though the earpiece tends to get really hot after extended usage or running on full load. Surprisingly, audio playback is rather under-promoted by Wiko, as the U FEEL Prime comes with Qualcomm Snapdragon Audio Plus, an audio equalizer that could make music listening a pleasure if you know how to deal with it. Even though I did not have a good impression on Wiko's smartphone cameras, the U FEEL Prime's camera managed to surprise me this round. The 30-megapixel main camera may lack stabilization, but it features face detection autofocus. The camera software works well, and focusing speed is fairly decent in its class. Pictures produced by the main camera are also decent, and if you don't have shaky hands, it could produce pretty good photos in low light. The 8-megapixel selfie shooter is also a huge improvement from previous models. Like other U FEEL siblings, it comes with an LED flash that comes in useful in low lighting conditions. Picture quality is really good, and it is rather on par with more expensive smartphones. The U FEEL Prime is a solid performer when it comes to battery life. With a combined on-screen time of close to 3 hours, it lasted more than a day before requiring a charge. I have no issues on leaving my power bank behind if I'm out for a full day, as I'll usually be back on time to hook the phone up to a wall charger. However, charging the phone could be a pain as Wiko didn't enable Quick Charge 3.0, a native feature that is already supported by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 430 chip and could possibly be enabled through a software update. Last but not the least, the phone delivers reliable LTE performance and a solid voice call quality when tested with most major Malaysian telcos. Wiko has finally managed to impress me with the U FEEL Prime. This phone surprisingly delivers solid performance in the overall user experience, and a lot of features on this phone should have been made available in previous Wiko smartphone models. But sadly, the phone's 899 ringgit retail price tag just isn't competitive enough if you were to judge by features and its spec sheet. At the end of the day, reliability is what makes the U FEEL Prime a great entry-level flagship and a capable mid-range smartphone. So that's it for the review of the Wiko U FEEL Prime. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you like this video, do give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends if you think this is helpful for them. If you want to see more videos from us, make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel and you're already following us on the usual social networks. Once again, I'm Warren for KLGadgetTV. You can also follow me on Twitter, on Instagram @TheWarrenLee. I rarely post, but I still post on those social medias. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Ciao!